Look.
Oh my god, you scared me.
Good.
Alright, I have streamer mode turned on, so
Ah,
didn't hear that.
I
Hi.
remember when I had like Discord sounds like they weren't working, and so like every single time someone joined the call, it would fucking scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, no, I get it now. It's yeah, I get it.
Terrifying. Oh, you know that one character you're talking about that like they got the world record with, or whatnot?
No.
It was like Nanashi Mumi or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's fucking busted.
Probably why she was used.
I I don't under one of her thing like her she gains a pet, which pets are already like stupid or overpowered because they gain XP for you. So like it just increases your range, and the pet can copy up to two of your moves, up to two of your
Oh.
weapons. Which that I don't think that that doesn't like disallow collabs, which are stupid. Um, and then on top of that, her fucking I don't even know what it's called. I think it's a special skill or whatever. I
It's
don't know. What the thing that you use to like that charges up, I think it just wipes the board.
It does. I remember reading it and it said that it kills everything except for bosses on the screen.
Which is ridiculous.
Probably why it was used.
And then every 100 kills she gets, she gains like I think 1% or like 2% like attack. Yeah, let me look at skills. Uh, in addition, the gain attack increased by 2% for every target currently on screen, up to 150%. In addition, gain a further 1% for every 100 targets ever defeated. And like, oh man, only 1%. The thing is that you can rack up to like 8,000 kills really early on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like 80%.
Yeah. Well, because the 10,000 kill record was like 11 minutes. So, are you kidding me?
That's absurdly stupid. Anyway, who are you playing?
Acrid.
Good.
I'm really bad at Acrid because I want to play like I much prefer to play with Blight, but it's you just can't play Blight. You cannot play Blight on Eclipse 8
Yeah.
because you have to play much more aggressive. That's the whole thing. Like Poison versus Blight. Poison is better like running around and keeping poison on things, while Blight is much more like an aggressive playstyle, and I like that playstyle. I just can't play that because of the permanent damage.
Permanent damage. Yeah, permanent damage is. Oh.
Yeah, it makes it hard. And I'm already starting off horribly.
Um. No, Witchbright's pretty good.
Woodsprite is good. The equipments have been fine because like Vase and Woodsprite, but like my
Wait,
items
does it give you? Does it heal you or does it give you regen?
heals you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is regen nerfed? With the healing?
I think so. Uh,
Oh my god, that just two shot me. I play the character that like can survive after like that death like a couple times, and so I'm like not used to dying. Like the first time I actually like my HP goes below 0. Like, oh man, I have like 4 more chances, and then I just like nope, gone.
applies to all active healing effects, as well as base health regeneration or items with regeneration effects. So yeah, any healing and regen is affected.
Damn. So you can't get away with like cautious love and that type of shit.
No, I mean Cautious Log is still really good of a healing item because it's just always on effectively, 90% of the time. But yeah, no, I can't just. And the other downside is that Acrid's healing, like self-healing that he does, is also is considered regen, which no matter if it was or wasn't, doesn't really matter. But yeah, it means that even my self-healing is not good.
Christ, that's stupid. Sorry.
Oh,
Just
thank God.
the picture that it shows up is just I don't even know what it is. It's probably a reference that I have no idea to.
Oh, the
When you do the jump scare.
yeah, the ultimate thing. Our power went out.
Oh, and her
today.
attacks like ukulele, where it like bounces off targets,
Ooh, heck
which
yeah.
is insane.
Well, ukulele, with that many enemies, yeah, a style of ability is very good.
It only bounces off, I think, 3 times max, but you like throw like five of them at a time.
Yeah, still.
Ooh, that's good.
More okay.
Jump scare.
Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, we're going for it.
Oh god. Honestly, if it's gonna be any run, like Benthic Blooms are.
Well, the thing is, not many items are like very good for Acrid. The items that are good are survivability items because poison just inherently is super good, and he can't proc pretty much at all. So I'm okay with him taking it because as long
Like
as I
what
can
else?
stay alive.
Like I mean, like what items? But what red items are good for him? Like I
Not a
mean,
lot, because the only items that are like really good for Acrid, aside
I
from
think Ben's
survivability,
Raincoat's honestly probably a pretty good thing to get. And remember, like how it works. Remember how it works.
I recall. I just don't know if I have like a lot of control over it.
You do. It's called Planters.
Yeah, but like that's not a lot of control either.
It's control, okay?
It's
It's more
not
control than you had before.
not what I meant to grab.
That's a utility, so it's not that bad.
Oh, I meant to grab healing.
You could get Akana's Opinion.
If I can get a rejuve I'll take that.
Rejuve Rack would be really good.
Yeah.
Actually, would it though?
Yeah. I mean, it would return my healing back to normal, which is honestly better than nothing.
True. Or you could get an Aegis.
I did get an Aegis on one of my runs, and it was useless.
Aegis is like I think the most underpowered like red item in my opinion. It just doesn't. It doesn't feel like it ever does anything unless you have ridiculous amounts of healing.
I don't like it in Eclipse runs because of the half healing, which makes it pretty much useless because you need to have sufficient healing for it to work. Otherwise,
I would rather
healing.
take the sacrificial daggers than
I would.
Aegis.
God no.
Why do you not like sacrificial
Do
daggers?
not like daggers.
Is it just a bias? Or
They don't. I feel like whenever I get it, number one doesn't work in Mythic stage, pretty much because it doesn't.
Neither does Aegis.
Aegis can definitely work in Mythic
Oh
stage.
wait, sorry, no, wait, I was thinking of the on kill. Never mind, I'm dumb.
Yeah, no. Ouch, Jesus. Second, it doesn't do that much damage for a red item, and they can hit walls. They don't like pathfind around walls. So if they're going for an enemy that is next to a wall, they might just hit the wall and not do anything. And you know, maybe they can be good. If you have Forgive Me Please, you get a lot of kills, yeah, you can rack up damage pretty easily. But
I would take like daggers any day over Aegis. Aegis just you need so much healing.
Don't need.
Because you never get enough. I feel like I just don't ever like see it in action. I guess
three weeping is enough for it to be effective, and I'm not gonna say that it's the best red item. It's definitely not the best red item, but I would rather take that over daggers.
Okay, but like second worst then at least.
No.
What is the word?
Wake of Vultures is pretty rough.
Wake of Vultures is actually surprisingly good because it regens your entire health.
It does with the shield specifically. Other ones, it doesn't do that.
And plus, like having effects like other than mending, like it's pretty good. I would say like I would rather have Wake of Orchards than
Uh-oh.
Aegis any day. Remember if you like
Okay.
launch yourself,
Yeah.
it yeah negates 12
I was
damage.
trying. I used it and then I hit a wall on accident. What was I thinking of? Yeah, no, it's not the best red item. You do need to have healing. But in a standard, like, Monsoon run, there are enough items, like, passively healing items, that you don't need that many.
I don't know, man.
I...
Wait for what? Which one?
For, the big one, the Aegis. Oh, but for that's where I was going with it. The, Wake of Vultures, again, can't use it during Mithrix fights, which, and I know a lot of it is kind of oriented towards fighting Mithrix, which if you're not, then a lot of the on-kills are, that's not very useful.
Why would you pick that up?
Because why would I not? I have enough AoE.
Oh wait, why would that not be useful?
Well, because
Poly
poison
loot's
doesn't
always
proc.
Yeah,
It's not
but,
bad. Again, it's not bad.
Poly loot.
It's poly, yeah. It's
Honestly,
gonna
though, it's actually probably worse to pick it up. The thing is, because if it's anything, any of your utility turns into ukulele, then that's just some utility gone.
But at the same time, like I don't know. I'd rather just pick it up because I like the sound.
You know, the most ideal reason to play Eclipse. I like man, I'm playing Eclipse 8 and I picked up Polyloot. Why? Because I like the sound, man. I mean, you're not wrong. It's very satisfying, but like,
Especially if you get like 3 or 4.
that is not a good reason.
Ooh, let's go! I got watch.
Ooh, that's actually really good.
Very good.
Just make sure to like have other items that it doesn't transform into.
True, I might lose it, but that's okay.
You should try and go to Blue Guy and maybe pick up Ship Glass.
I thought about it.
But because the thing is that you're gonna be having like it's the possibility of it being gone is like pretty high.
Shape glass or
The no
the watch?
the watch.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's only 20%, but that's still like with poison playstyle, I can play much more casually and passively and just run and jump around. So I should be okay. And I actually did a run last night at like 2 in the morning, and I got to Mithrix stage 3 of the fight. And I pretty much had no damage aside from, like, I had no damage boosting items. I think I had 1 AP rounds, and that was it. And I was just destroying Mithrix, because each take of damage did like 600 damage after armor calculation. So, like, I don't need that much damage, all things considered. I just need to survive.
I'm curious, like I feel like armor piercing rounds we rate too lowly. Like, I mean, I guess if we like you're not are we considering you always go to Mythics like for the tier lists?
For our
'Cause
tier
I feel
list,
like AP rounds is like kind of stupid, overpowered.
for
Like
the tier list,
Mythics.
yes, we did. We considered always going to like a stage 5 going to Mithrix.
Because I feel like it's insanely like because it's 20% attack. That's a watch.
Yes, all like
And
focus
it doesn't
crystal.
break, and it's like it's.
I mean, we rate it high B, and I think the only reason we rate it high B, aside from it being A, is because like bosses are single target, and there are a lot of really solid like single target equipments that can shred through bosses. A lot of abilities can shred through bosses, and so even though it's very good, the fact that you only use it against like 1 or 2 enemies a stage is compared to other items, it could be better. I mean, it's why it's high B and not, you know, low B or anything, because it's still very good. But I would rather.
I don't know. I think armor piercing rounds like I don't necessarily like them a lot, but like if we're going for Mythrix, it's like it's stupid good.
It's yes, and that's the other thing is when I'm playing Acrid specifically, I love taking it because it's just more damage for bosses always, and those are kind of the biggest issue. However, I don't know.
Like I said, I had a hard time with it. Like, man, they can't be that good. The thing is that like you just can't ignore the fact that like bosses
Oh,
is usually the thing that you die to. Oh hey, Aegis, man.
Great, and there
I
goes
love it.
my jump. I got another uke though from my watch, so that's something.
See, I told you.
Well, it would have been gone anyway. Doesn't really matter.
Well, no, but like probably it's rather better to have like other you because then you can spend poison a bit
Ooh.
more. Oh wait, actually that's not how it works. I'm dumb. What void items would be really good for Acrid?
Anything survivability based. I'll always take a.
Actually, getting weeping might be insane.
I was really hoping to get weeping.
If you could remove any of the modifiers, like for Eclipse 8, what would you remove?
Um, I would remove enemy speed.
Enemy speed.
The enemy speed. Let me look through them again. Enemy speed is the first one that comes to mind. Let's see here. Starting health is fine. Teleport radius is fine. Fall damage sucks, but is fine. Like, I don't want to remove one that makes it a challenge, like Eclipse 8, because like that's the whole point of the challenge.
Well, no, but I'm saying like I'm basically saying what's the hardest one.
What's the hardest one? Um,
'Cause I honestly like I think Eclipse 8 is really hard, but I don't know if it's the hardest one because I think it's just really hard because of all the other things that
Yeah.
everything else is added.
I
If
agree.
if it was just Eclipse 8 modifier and like just a regular monsoon one, it'd be difficult, but like not nearly as difficult.
Yeah, it would be harder, but it would be nowhere near. It would be like the equivalent of maybe Eclipse 4 or 5.
I wouldn't
Oh,
even say. I don't know. I would like. I could probably do it, but because the thing is, you just become good at avoiding stuff. I
exactly.
mean, that's what I did when I played. Like I'm a all person who like goes all in for like damage and whatnot, and like go risky plays. But like when I was playing like Eclipse 8, like what's it called? Um, Eclipse 8, like fuck, what's his name?
Loader, artificer,
Mithrix. It's like a
mercenary.
modded Mithrix.
What?
Modded Mithrix. We had a challenge thing.
Oh, Umbral Mithrix.
Yeah, Umbra Mithrix. We had that. I just avoided damage, and I like worked like a charm.
Yeah, I mean it's for characters where you do that, then it's better to just avoid damage than take it and heal it up later. So many flying guys.
We can eliminate
That's
you.
not the one I meant to grab, but I'll take it.
Python thing's not bad.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I got hit by a
pest.
avoid pest, yeah. And I was at 200 health.
You should go. You should go blue guy and like just try it, man. Try Transcendence with Shift Blast.
I will not.
Come on, try
I
it.
will not.
At least one run.
I will not.
Why not?
I will not.
Why not?
Let's go. That's so good.
See, now you have to go it.
I really don't.
Because, Saber Space is so good with Transcendence, man.
The first run that I did with Acrid, first or second, I got the very first item was 57 leaf clover, which is pretty good, I'd say.
Honestly, that is the best red item, though, in my opinion.
Best red item?
I said not his best red
Oh,
item.
no, not his best, definitely not. But there's not many red items that are good.
What would be his best?
Let's see here. Tesla coil is pretty good.
Tesla coils, yeah.
Um,
I would say Rejuvrac.
Rejuvac's pretty solid.
Good.
Hard light's pretty good.
Hard light is also really good. Yeah.
Very good.
I would say what's it called? Alien Heart or Alien Head.
Alien Head's pretty good. Yeah, I think those are the main ones.
So I'd say like mostly go for utility stuff.
Yeah.
Head Stompers is pretty good.
Fence Stompers is good because you can go straight up. Um, the issue is when I play, again, when I play Acrid, I do Blight, and a lot of the items, like a lot of the red items, are much better for Blight because a lot of them are more like there's a lot of red items that are on kill effectively. So the more you can kill enemies immediately, the better. Versus like getting everything to 1 health and then killing them all at once is good, but then everything's dead and the effects of the on kill are kind of wasted.
I feel like Blight is something that's like you is a lot more fun to play, but you know it's not as good.
It's for me, Blight is it's really hard to do it for Eclipse 8 because of the permanent damage and all the effects and everything. But I don't think it's necessarily worse. It's worse against bosses and worse against really high health enemies. So going
I'm
against
talking about like if
Mithrix,
you're going insane runs, like I feel like Poison is just better because it scales like infinitely more than
it scales based on
anything
enemy
else.
health versus just base damage. Um,
Yeah.
the difference I would say is once you go for like a god run, you're it doesn't really matter what your abilities are because most of the damage comes from the items that you have. And the like if you have 7 or 8 of an item, it's just gonna do like ATG, it's gonna do so much damage, it's gonna proc everything. It doesn't really matter what abilities you have, it's just gonna matter what items you have. So at the end of the day, your ability really only affects the first 6 or 7 stages, maybe 8 stages of a god run, and then after that it doesn't really matter. So in those scenarios, if you're going for a god run, I would say uh, I mean, I would still go Blight anyway because I like Blight. Poison's just better for Mithrix. It's better for Voidling. It's
I
better
mean,
for
every single time I think about it,
bosses.
I always think of the guy who like did the absurd, like Eric talks about him all the time.
Yeah,
The like Eclipse 16 or something stupid like that.
yeah,
Where I mean, the only character he could do it on was Acrid
yeah. Just because
because
of
he
how Poison
the
is,
scale.
and that's why you can't stack Poison. If you could stack Poison, oh my God, would it be powerful? That's why you can't because you know.
God, I can't imagine stacking.
It,
Like how would you make a balanced stack of
oh
poison?
God.
I think that would honestly make it a lot more fun though, because then a lot of items are like better for him, but like you would have to like nerf poison a lot more.
You know what they would do? They would make it so it doesn't do a percent of their health, and it would just
It
be
has you,
Blight.
you have to keep it that way. You have to keep it
If
that
you
way.
have to keep, oh God.
I would like have it up to a certain percent maybe, or like where it gets like each like stack does less and less damage. Kind of like how Teddy Bear works. And then I would also make it so each the poison isn't a guaranteed effect like when you use it.
Oh, so it's not
It's
100% chance when you hit someone
not a
with
100%
poison.
chance. Yeah.
I mean, the downside to Acrid's entire kit, whether it's Blight or Poison, is the fact that it's damage over time, and those can't proc anything. And a majority of damage comes from either procking effects or like really high damage, like bans. And the fact that it's neither of them, and there aren't any ways to increase that damage aside from damage bonuses, it makes so many items just not good for him, which is why he's not like really powerful. But because he has poison and it does that base percent, that's ooh, that's the only reason why he's ever like played is because of that percent damage. Unfortunately, because he's really cool. I like
Yeah.
his design. He's just compared to other characters, he can't utilize the items as well.
I still think Artificer's broken as fuck.
And she's really strong. I never understand when people say she's weak. There's no
She was like the first one I even like. I played like started playing Artificer like for probably like 2 weeks, and then I'm the first character I got to like Eclipse 7.
yeah, she is very very strong. I think the reason why people don't either like playing her or don't think she's strong is because her proccing ability isn't exceptional compared to other characters. Like she can, like Flamethrower is pretty good at that, and Nanobomb is pretty good because of all the tendrils, but comparatively it's just not as good. However, she makes up with that with just how much damage she can do.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Crazy. And I started playing her out of spite. Like when I
Really out of spite.
well, when I first found Artificer, when I first like unlocked her, I was like, oh, she's really cool. She's like a mage, and she's casts magic and spells. Like that's really cool. But I was like, it's just really hard to play her because you know, fireballs are on a cooldown, everything's on a cooldown. She's very cooldown based, and so I went back to like Rex and other characters that I was better at the time. And then I read that people were like, yeah, Artificer's just not good. She can't proc. She can't even use like ATG that well. And so I played her a bit more, and I was like, wow, this is just insanely strong. I don't even need ATG or anything. So
She's the only character I can play like as a defense. I do not like usually playing defensive characters or like characters very like not aggressively. I just like flying.
No, that's valid.
Flying, like that's why I hate flamethrower so much, is because it removes the entire point of her kit, in my opinion.
I don't use it for a couple reasons, and I feel like I've talked about it before, but when I learned Artificer, I didn't have the Ion Surge, I just had Flamethrower. And so whenever I would play her, I would get used to the timings of cooldowns using Flamethrower. And then once I tried Ion Surge, I would use like my Fireballs, use my right click, use my shift, I'd use my R, and then I would have no cooldowns for like 3 or 4 seconds. I'd be useless. But then with Flamethrower, oh, I'm gonna die. With Flamethrower, that time where Flamethrower is active is enough time for like 1 or 2 bolts, and then I shoot those bolts, and then that's the amount of time for me to get my my right click back, and it's cyclical, so I can pretty much always have an ability active. Versus when I try to use my Ion Surge, it's just because it's only used as either an escape mechanism or damage occasionally. It just doesn't seem as beneficial, despite, I mean, beneficial for me. I would rather just be up close and using Flamethrower, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not bad. I again, very good.
I think it's just, but... I mean, I just like it because one, it actually does pretty good damage.
It does, 800%.
And like flying, you're basically just invincible. Nothing can kill you.
Yeah.
The only thing that like I have to worry about is like lunar chimeras, and even then, like there's so much flying like maneuvers. Like it's so fun to like bounce up and down. Like that's why I like getting what's it called? What's the corrupted fuel cell?
Lysate cell.
Lysate cell. Yeah, that's why I love getting Lysate cell, is because like so much like fucking jukes you can do.
Oh, I went straight in. That's not good.
Oh, why would you do that?
I did not mean to. Oh, I'm so glad I blocked that.
Oh, you didn't take damage or poison because of that? Oh, permanent? I thought you did take permanent from Void.
No, it's just if you're in there for long enough, then it does. But I was only in there for like a second or two.
Do you think there's any characters that like it's easier to beat Eclipse 8 without the DLC?
All of them. Like, the items that it gives you are exceptionally good, but so many of the enemies are so dangerous. Like, all Void-touched enemies are very dangerous. And so it's not really... I don't know. I'd say I'd have to look at the... I mean, most of the Void items are, like, proc items. So any character that doesn't rely on proc items is more affected by not having it. But at the same time,
I feel like it's just more RNG, like without the DLC.
Yeah, that is part of it. You lose a lot of consistency, I guess, with Void items. I remember listening to someone like play a Risk of Rain run, and I don't remember who it was, but they were talking about how they were kind of sad with the... Maybe not sad, but like... They missed playing Risk of Rain, where not every run you could win. They missed like getting owned because you just didn't have the right items. They missed like...
I don't understand
randomness.
How you missed that.
I don't either. I was just like, well, that's the whole point
it's
of it.
Like it just play some slot machines then.
Yeah, just gamble. Yeah, no, I didn't understand it.
That's why I like games where they drop items and like random stuff.
Come on.
Because,
It's a sign.
It is a sign. Honestly though, having teddy bears is already insane, and you have friend.
I do, which is really,
so,
really
this
good.
is a way better build to have it with.
And you know what's funny though?
What?
Last stage I could have picked up Transcendence. Because it was just on the ground.
Man, see, see, you always pick up Transcendence, man.
Right.
Such a good item,
I'm
man.
definitely not gonna do that.
thing with Transcendence though is that it like wait is stacks like armor like reducing stacks, is that percentage based off health, or is it like
You
with
mean
Transcendence? So like does Transcendence reduce the amount of like the amount of it would reduce? I don't know how to describe it.
so I think what you're trying to say is things that give you armor, like Rose Buckler, does that armor well, our armor, all it does is negate is reduce the amount of damage you intake. It's not based on the amount of health you have, unless you're referring
Okay.
to barrier, which is like over health.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'm referring to that.
Gotcha. The first one at this. Ooh. Ah. Okay. I guess.
They should make a character that's all based around like I mean, loaders kind of are like it, but like I think like go full on in with barrier.
I mean, but at that point you just get Aegis, because Aegis is pretty much just entirely barrier based.
Well, I'm talking about like where kind of like how what is it, bandits like based off crit and that type of stuff, and like how you get guaranteed
Oh.
crit. I'm talking about like barrier where all the stuff is based off barrier.
You
Where
mean like having a
maybe you
passive
have
where
like
you move
30 health,
faster?
but like you gain like 400% barrier or something, and like like you have basically a topaz brooch to guaranteed, and topaz brooch like scales better and whatnot. It just like totally changes that dynamic like of all the items like Void Fiend kind of does.
I don't know how good that would be though, because there's no items that are based on barrier. So all you're doing is just giving yourself health.
What
Which,
barrier? What do you mean? Oh no! It would like you would have to change it like I don't know how you would think. Maybe instead of like healing, items don't heal anymore. They give you barrier.
you could only use regen.
uh, yeah, just like Void Fiend, man.
Right. I don't know. It would be. I don't think it would change that much because the benefit of having crit is that you have other items that are very good with crit, like Harvester's Scythe, like Pred Instincts, and then with barrier. If you have barrier, you have barrier. It's just extra health over your normal health. There's no items that are like if you have, the more barrier you have, the more damage you deal, or the faster you move, or kind of thing. So it wouldn't change that much overall. Just ran off. Uh-oh! I didn't see that. My friend got taken.
What other items
Oh!
like? I mean, I talked about it before, but based on like running speed,
Like Disciple.
like yeah, just disciple, but like a character.
Wait, isn't that just Acrid? Not Acrid. Anyone with a heavy property.
Well, isn't the only one with the heavy property loader?
Technically, also Multi. Multi's shift has the heavy property.
It does.
It's not as impactful because it doesn't do as much damage. It's like 200%, but
I did
yeah.
not know that.
It technically does.
That's silly.
Very.
I just don't want to imagine like that's the entire build, like just speed multi.
I did that. Well, I didn't do like an entire build around that, but I was fighting Mithrix where I had just so much movement speed, and then I just ran into Mithrix with like 3 bands, 4 bands.
Just instantly kill him.
It did like a fifth of his health with one shot. It was crazy.
I want to do that now. Like all movement speed items go to multi.
And then also,
wait, does it kind of sprinting while he's in that mode?
It does.
Okay, I think it does. That's the best part about Weeping. Well, not the best part, but one of the best parts about Weeping Fungus is that like it tells you when characters are sprinting when you're not sure about it.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So you can pull much shenanigans. That's funny.
And if you
I
get
want to do that now.
what's it called? The hard light. The way that his shift works is that it immediately gives you your full speed plus a little bit more, and then makes you go forward all the time. Which means if you have really high base movement speed and then you get hard light, you can just hold shift, and the moment you hit something, it'll put you out of your shift mode, and then put you right back in, and then out, and then back in, and then back out, and then you can do 3 very quick hits of very high speed. You won't get bans on any more than the first one, but it's yeah, it's not bad. It's not reliable because you need to have like really fast movement.
Oh, what is?
But it's pretty funny.
This now.
It's pretty good. Oh. Please.
Oh god, Alec, you got it.
No!
Oh.
He was 1 health. I just had to hit him.
You know who the best, like the character that was really struggle without the DLC would be?
Who?
Void Fiend.
You are right.
If you took like Railgunner outside of the DLC, would you like? I think you'd like she would be even even stronger.
I mean, the only reason why... Well, the only thing she would lose are, like, polyloots. Because that's, like, the big... And a couple of survivability things, but,
Because the thing is that, like, it's kind of, it's kind of a weird comparison, but kind of like opportunity cost, where, like, the fact of having more items makes things more inconsistent. So like, it would just, I think there's a lot more items like in the base game that would just benefit her than with the DLC.
I mean, in terms of items that are really, really good for her, it's bans. Bans are like the best thing you can have. So
Yeah.
green items are the biggest change, and in terms of green items, there are...
I guess the cycler scrap is really
2,
good, but like
3,
that's
4,
how often do you run
5.
into a band printer?
There's only 5 extra green items. So overall, it's not a huge detriment, and of course with regen scrap, you can get, if you do find...
I don't think I cannot remember the first like time I've ever discovered a band printer.
They're not very common, unfortunately, which is weird because it's the same probability as everything else.
I think the only times I've ever seen band printers, or not printers, is like I guess they're fountains in Mythics.
Yes, the cauldrons, yeah.
I feel like what they tried to do with Acrid was like make him like very different from all the characters with like kind of like Void Fiend, where all the items are changed up. But they instead of when they did that, they just made all the items bad.
Yeah, unfortunately. If there were a couple of items where it was like status effects last longer, status effects do like 2% more damage or whatever, like maybe he would be quite a bit better because you have more options. There are more items that are better for you. But because there just aren't, it's hard, and that's why the only reason he's at all used is because of poison.
They should add items. There should be a mod pack where it's like the Acrid mod pack, where it just gives them a couple items that like they're good for all the characters, or like they're good for quite a few of the characters, but like it's to help out Acrid a little bit, you know.
Yeah. Just more opportunities.
What would be some like balanced items for like that would help out Acrid, but also be like not just meant for Acrid only?
I mean, the only thing that okay, the only item that I feel like would be...
God damn it, Eric! Like I was like, how the fuck did he like hear this? And I forgot you're streaming.
Is he watching my stream right now?
Yeah, you said make the mod pack then.
Oh, he is.
I see how it is.
Crap. That was distracting.
Sorry, Cave Story's free on Epic. You needed to get it. It's like one of the best games ever made.
Cool.
Like from what I've heard.
Cool.
Like Hollow Knight like levels of good.
Oh, that's heavy praise.
I know, right? I mean, I haven't played it, but like this is like from the praise I've heard, it's like top tier game.
Interesting. I will get that.
Eric's calling me a coward.
Of course he is. Crap. What were we just talking about? I got distracted.
I hate that GIF. You want to guess what GIF you sent me?
Well, I think he sent me something too. Hold on.
Probably the same GIF.
No, he said L plus read chat. Good sir.
Uh-huh.
Is it Momo?
No, I haven't gotten a Momo in a long time.
Oh,
Man.
well now that I've said that, he's gonna send you one.
Yeah. No, you're wrong. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Oh, thanks.
I don't. Can I copy it?
Oh, it's that one. God dang it.
Yeah.
It's the Among Us one, right?
Yeah.
Dang it. Hate that.
I hate that one.
What were we talking about? I totally got distracted.
We're talking about items.
Right. The only item that I think would be, like, and you can only have it be like a red item, but status effects, tick rate are based on attack speed. Because then
That is so strong.
it would be really strong, but it would have to be like, I don't know, because like you don't get 100% attack speed very much, but like think about Warhorn or think about Gore's Tome, not Gore's Tome, the equipment. I forget what it's called, but
Feel
that
like
one.
a blue item where like it's maybe something like that.
What would be the downside? Attack speed is based on tick rate.
Yeah. Oh wait, actually that doesn't work out because wait, that's like an infinite loop right there. If attack speed is based off tick rate, and if tick rate is based off attack speed, then what's based off what?
Attack speed is based on movement speed. I don't know. You'd have to have
See,
some.
the question.
Oh hey.
The question I have is, would then the tick duration change to match that, or like would it just be a straight buff?
Theoretically, it would just be a straight buff, which is why I feel like it'd be like a red item. Because otherwise.
Oh yeah, no, it would if it was straight buff, then it's not a blue item, of course. But...
Yeah. But like anything that increases over time damage, anything that increases like duration of effects, specifically towards effects, and I think Ignition Tank is a good direction towards, but because that's only fire and Acrid doesn't really do fire at all, it's yeah.
But if you get gasoline, like
Oh yeah. Yeah,
honestly, gasoline on Acrid is like peak.
It's honestly not bad. It's better on Blight, but it's not bad.
Whoa! What
Plus
the
or minus.
fuck are you on?
Well,
It's so good on Poison with Epidemic.
Well, I know, but you still have to kill something, and once you kill one thing,
yeah,
you
but
kill
then
everything.
you kill one thing, then everything dies. It's
Yeah,
like,
but
what if
that's...
they made plasma shrimp proc?
yeah, but you see with like
Oh, God.
with Blight, it's not a guaranteed kill. Whereas like if you have Poison already with that, it's like
It's
yeah,
still not
no,
a guaranteed kill,
everything
though.
dies. Yeah, it is because it will be at 1 health.
Yeah, but it's not a...
You
Well,
just shoot an Epidemic
well,
in
no,
there, and
but-
they're all gonna die now.
or you just use, like, Blight, and it is guaranteed
Why are
kill.
you outside the ring?
Because there's a lot of things
Oh.
inside the ring.
He's being chased.
Because I'm using Poison and not Blight. I would use Blight if it wasn't a
yeah.
eight.
Oh no.
I'd so much
Oh
rather have
wow.
Blight. Oh, woe's me.
Wait, what is you?
What? Woe is me?
No, you said, "Oh, what was me?"
Oh, I don't like that. Oh. I started working on more enemy spawning stuff. I haven't tested it recently. No, I did. I did test it. It's working. I have it set so that each enemy for a level you can put into a list, same as you had before. But instead of having like a list of 25 that would spawn all of them, I would have a single enemy that has a frequency, and that frequency is how frequent it spawns, I guess. And then a max number of enemies on a stage, like on spawn. And that's all it is. It works really well, and I started to work on boss, but I'm having some, well, I had some issues known as internet.
I don't think that was just internet. I'm gonna be real.
Sorry, power. That's what I mean.
Given the fact that, you know, I live in the same fucking house. Yeah. All right.
But it's good. It's making progress.
So that's just for on-load spawning enemies, right? Not
Yeah.
mid-match.
Yeah.
Again.
Not on runtime.
Well, yeah, it's on runtime.
Well, it's all on runtime technically, not on
Everything
generation.
is runtime.
It's not a generation runtime.
We're not writing C++.
God.
Did you look into the bugs that we were having?
Yes, and it's weird because half of them didn't occur for me. Where's my...
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's concerning.
There it is.
Is because it's what we both joined from Unity?
It's possible. Name tag theoretically should be fixed, but I've kept thinking it's been fixed the entire time, so I'm just gonna leave it in bugs. What is it? Spawning ally health bar, I fixed that. Um, client hasn't taken any damage at all. Or sorry, everything seems to be working fine now. I fixed all the bugs that theoretically were there, but whenever you shot, you took damage. I didn't have that.
Interesting.
So we might have to
I
test
have to
that
have
again.
Jaden test that as well.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I'm
We're
back.
gonna use you
Okay.
for debugging.
Okay.
We're gonna use a lot of people for debugging, but
Oh well, yeah, it's a multiplayer game. Of course, we need to use a lot of people.
also I have no
But
idea
also
what
we wanna make it
happens.
fun.
There's a max player limit of 6, but I have no idea what happens if more than 6 people try to join. So we'll have to test that as well.
I mean, that's not a like an issue that needs, because I mean, like, how are we gonna, like, unless we're like making this a fully polished game that we plan us to publish to a lot of people, that's like the least priority.
Oh no, it's not a high priority, but
When
it's
are we
something I
gonna
want
have
to keep
6
in mind.
people?
Well, the thing is,
Okay.
I can test
No,
6
no,
people.
but no, we do
Oh,
want.
I guess you can test, yeah.
If I just make a local like build and then just try it. And the other thing is, I don't want like more than 6 people to try and join. Like, I don't want to overlook it. It's an issue that we'll need to do eventually, but it's not priority right now.
Okay.
Like you just don't understand, Jaden. We want to make a published game.
At the end of the day, you're right. It's not a high
know-
priority, but
You
it's
know
something
how
we'll need to
cool it
keep.
would be to put this on Steam one day.
It would be sick. Oh God.
Uh-oh,
That
something
hurt
got
me.
collapsed.
Yeah.
I will say I don't like that jump. It's not good.
I like the jump.
It has a
Wait,
little.
is it the jump that, like, is it the one that you
It's
can
the
do the meme build on?
stun. It's like the stun.
Oh, it's a
that's
long.
It's the alternate one. Both of them stun, but this one does 550% damage, and then for every enemy you hit, it reduces the cooldown by 2 seconds. The
Is
downside.
that the Is that the one that Adam used? Because I know I used that one.
Adam uses the primary one, where it creates like the puddle of acid.
the good one.
Didn't he spam it that?
Yeah.
What was the?
The reason why this one's not used as much is because it has.
Oh, because it's longer and you have to. It's based off of like how many people. Okay, I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get hits to make it worth it.
Yeah, it's not as good for mobility, but it's better for like jumping into the fray. Because the regular one has a 6-second cooldown and this one has a 10-second cooldown, but that means if you hit 2 enemies, then it's fine, normal cooldown. Downside is you just gotta hit those 2 enemies, and it doesn't work very well outside of combat. I have no healing.
Have you tried getting healing?
Yes.
Huh, that's weird. I don't know why that works.
Yeah. The other thing is that this shift can proc bans.
Nah, you don't need bands.
Right.
Just get Shuriken.
I used... Oh.
How dare you insult Shuriken?
I like Shuriken. It's just not very good for melee characters.
Shuriken is like so good.
Not this melee character.
What is your problem?
What's your problem?
I have to agree with Alec here. I don't really care for Shuriken that much. It depends on the character though you're playing. I play like a lot of characters that can proc bans, so I'm a little
It gives
biased.
you an option to proc bands. It also gives you range.
Don't get me wrong. It's a very It's a very high
really-
damaging, like thing, for one item. However, it has. Ooh, look at this. However, it does have. It's not a straight line. It's not always straight. So if you end up hitting. If you end up trying to shoot from too far away, it's just not going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, it's based on your left-click attack speed, which is really slow.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather it on Mercenary. I would rather have it on... That's it.
So Acrid is second on your list then. Got it. Thank you.
Technically, yes, because I don't want it for loader.
0, 3, 5.
I feel like loader is like just
What?
the one that you would like if Shuriken would just kill you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, if you're lacking damage,
What?
it's a great item.
Oh,
but,
it's-
like,
it-
for the most part.
I love
sure,
it for
can-
characters
or,
that
like loader
don't
network
Which code is
max damage.
Toby sent me 3
Uh-oh.
codes, and like I don't know which one it is.
Speaking riddles.
I guess I'll try this one.
Use the latest one.
39,
Right?
329.
There's so
Oh,
many
I'm gonna
wisps.
say it out
Jesus.
loud.
It's very. They have to have all my information ahead of time. I would be impressed if they could like speedrun it to like be able.
Oh, you forget that I'm here.
Eric's gonna take your information.
What the fuck code is it?
Did you try the first one?
I tried both.
Try. Okay, click resend and then use the one
Don't
that
hit me.
gets sent
Okay.
after that.
Fuck you, god damn it.
That was Eric's plan the whole time.
Everything.
Oh, there's more
Oh wait,
enemies.
fuck, I can't.
Me after social engineering my way into a position where I can hack into everyone's accounts.
Right.
Is there a way to like, you know how you can have like profiles and whatnot for
No, don't take him.
Gmail and that type of stuff?
Vaguely.
Is there a way to like have it so you can like just open up your switch like your account to? Because this is like using my school email is using Windows and stuff, and so
Oh,
it's
wait,
like
is it using
very
Outlook?
Outlook. Yeah, it's very hard to
Oh,
access.
no.
It's awful.
Okay. I was looking into this recently because OSU just switched to Outlook, and god damn, I hate Outlook. So there's if you go to your settings, there should be some areas that I forgot where it is, but there's a way to like do automatic forwarding. If they have that enabled, just set that up, and you'll have all of them forwarded to your Gmail
Oh
account.
my god, healing.
You'll still need to send stuff from the Outlook account because
Oh my god, healing.
otherwise you're just gonna have like your teachers getting like an email from some random Gmail account, and they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this?" But besides that, it's really good.
Okay.
But OSU
Wait,
like
say it was
forcefully
like
disabled it.
a
Let me 1
settings.
second. I don't. I literally do not have the option because my school disabled it.
fucking bastards.
Settings, mail forwarding. If you don't see that, then you're fucked.
Wait, but like I'm using my personal email for this, and so like why would I not see it?
No. This
Parental
is in
controls.
Outlook. In Outlook, you need to see.
Oh.
Oh
Settings.
my god, so good.
What was it?
You gave up so much health.
No.
Mail and then forwarding.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Mail. Why would you not do that afterwards, by the way, Alec? Mail and then
Because I
forwarding.
probably wouldn't survive the teleporter event. I'm
You
50
forwarding,
minutes
okay.
in on stage 2.
Enable
Wait, hold
forwarding
on.
to
Hold
hell
on,
yeah,
can
it
you
works.
Can you move to? Yeah, okay, awesome. I was gonna say if you could move it over so I could like, like see
Oh
what
my
you're doing
God,
since
yes.
I have no idea what happens there. But you should be able to set up automatic forwarding at that point, yeah.
Hell yeah,
Enable
it
forwarding.
worked.
Enable the forwarding address. Click save. Yeah. Oh, if you want an original copy of or a copy of the original message to remain in your mailbox, select keep a copy of forwarded messages.
That's what
I
I
would-
did do that. I did do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd recommend that
Oh,
because don't want to necessarily like if you need to like reply to something, you want to have the copy on hand. See,
Now it's not
OSU
sending a new
just-
code.
Uh-oh. It's because
An
you're
error
offline.
has occurred. Please try another method to receive the code. I said let's send the code.
Wrong.
There's only one option. Contact you.
Uh-oh. Use enter
No.
customer support. See, this is because you took so much damage because you opened the void pods early.
Yeah, but it's fine because I have so much survivability now. Ah!
I have to. What the hell? It says virtual assistant. I'm trying to help you. Change password, get sign in help, or change email address. None of these are what I want. I guess sign in help.
I was gonna say, it's in sign-in help technically, because you're... Do you need
I mean,
help?
yeah, but like I don't know why it wants my identity.
I'm so close.
Oh my.
No.
You know how you said you had so much survival?
I do, because I'm still alive and I haven't lost my watch
I
or my
want an
vial.
agent.
These balls are just homing.
Wait, what if he like goes onto your Alex stream?
What?
The agent that messaged you. I
No, not more.
verify your Adobe email address along with your first and last name. Yeah. Fuck, I almost did the code. Yeah. Give me a second. Yeah, give me 1 sec.
Don't forget to say your name clearly and distinctly into the mic.
Say your name in cursive and print it.
Please say your name in bold.
Okay, I got. Ooh, actually.
Fucking email for school is so long. It's like in both my last, because I have 2 last names, and so it uses both of them, and like it's a fucking awful to like send. Yeah,
mine got
I'll show.
shortened.
Here, this is my email. Awful.
Oh Jesus.
Bro, honestly, I would have that though, because then you don't ever have the thing of like typing in the wrong email address. Like I had to learn how, like, you know how they did it
I
at.
still type in the wrong email address.
Oh yeah, that's fair. But like mine is so similar. The difference is because my sister went to OSU, they can't use the same email. Like they use a different like they use a shorter last name for some reason, even though we have completely different initials. Pisses me off.
My school. Well, I shouldn't say it out loud. Never mind. I was gonna say it and be like, yeah, it's kind of dumb, but then.
On your YouTube account, which has, you know.
I don't know.
Your entire
Well, no,
name.
it's I'm talking about my school account. My personal account is fine because I.
Well, I meant. I know, but I meant your little YouTube channel has your name on it. Your school account uses your name.
Yes, but it's dumb.
You know, I know what it is. I've sent you these school emails before.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
2 letters in
It's
a
not
row that
meant
should
to
not be. Goodbye, rat. Ah, I killed the wrong one.
And the Ratatouille be like.
Did you know that when an entity teleports, whether it's parents or imps or imp overlord, whenever they teleport, it actually makes any like missile-like object lose targeting on them? It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Can't fucking do heat-seeking missiles in the devil, man.
We sure can
I mean,
try.
they literally stop existing temporarily. It's kind of like how in Overwatch, right? When Reaper fades, he's not actually like in the world.
But I mean, when they teleport, it's practically instant. They're still there.
Well,
But
yeah,
it
but
means
it's
that their
more of, like-
collider is good, being turned off and turned back on,
Exactly.
which
They're
means
literally teleporting.
their detection is based on colliders, not necessarily object.
Probably okay. They're probably just doing overlap sphere.
For homing.
Okay, for homing, I was thinking of that, but probably for I was thinking like for like missile drones or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can use a filter on the collider to
Collider filter.
just yoink only enemies. We should do that for anything that we have. That's how our
What?
targeting system will work.
We still can't do homing, technically. We can do like hunter style of homing, and
Wait, why can't we do homing? Oh wait, we can't do any arc projectiles currently because of how the ghost system works.
yeah, because we don't have an anchor.
Mm-hmm.
And I still haven't implemented the raycast port
This may not
notice.
happen yet because your email is not verified. I've sent you an email to verify your email address. Please verify your email. Meanwhile, I am connected. Sweet, I'll do that. Sweet.
Wait,
I'll
so
do
what were you
that.
saying about the thing?
Yeah, you know how if there's enough
Something about a
latency and it
raycast?
spawns the,
Oh,
it spawns the
right,
projectile a
You
little bit
need to
further
check
out.
over-
Yeah,
You
I
need
don't
to do a
have
raycast
raycast,
to see if you're shooting into a wall.
which I haven't done because I don't have latency.
Ooh. Ideally, that's not like. I mean, you still have something,
It is a little bit. Ooh.
but ideally, that's not like.
It's not high priority, but it is if there's someone with high enough latency, it would be kind of frustrating. Don't. Oh.
I guess one option to deal with that though is just
Lahal. That's an interesting name. I've never heard of that.
Who? What?
is if we just make it so that way it doesn't really matter. But I guess still shooting through walls would be a problem.
Yeah. The only reason why it would ever happen is if someone has more than like 150, 200 seconds of latency. So, which again, we're not really gonna have, but if we do intend to put this up for the larger market, then
No, that's fair. See, like my first thought was that like it shouldn't really matter too much because like as long as you don't put like columns in rooms that people can shoot through or hide behind, it doesn't matter. But then I realized that I did the generation. All the rooms are next to each other,
yeah, they sure are.
so you can shoot through rooms.
That's
in that
right.
case. Huh.
Watch.
Hey Jaden, have you tried just like waiting?
What? No, it didn't give me this error before.
I mean, it's saying the same thing. It's just on a different screen this time.
Where's the? Oh, there it is.
How old were you guys when you learned that like hackers were not actually very cool, and instead all they did was talk to people?
No, they're very cool.
What?
Oh crap! I'll be right back. I gotta do my laundry.
Neat.
I'm actually surprised I'm like with a human. I mean, maybe this is just AI, so like, who knows? But like, this seems
Like
like a human.
most of the time, they are human. They're just not paid well.
I like how that like implies that they're less human.
No, it implies that they're less willing to try.
Oh,
Just
I
remember,
like to
kids.
imagine Lahal is like gun ho, like willing to help me.
Just remember, guys. Capitalism has failed. Or sorry, communism has failed every time it's been tried.
I would like information that I can I'd like to inform you that as wait what?
Welcome to customer support hell. You are now being transferred to our main line. Same.
Do I just reset my
Hey, Jaden, I
yeah?
know you don't want to hear this, but the best option would probably just to be not to click that button and just wait for like 30 minutes to an hour and then try again.
Okay.
That way, the more times you try to log in, the longer it will be locked.
Then why did it give me the prompt? Like it said, gave me the prompt like, "Oh man, you're locked now," and then like it let me, okay, now put in your verification code, and I'm like, okay, and then it said, "No, now you're locked again," and I'm like, what? All
Wow,
scams.
I don't make the rules.
I just want to do art, man.
Well, unfortunately, you chose a paid platform.
All of them are paid platform. All the good ones are paid
Oh, I'm
platforms.
back.
Clearly, you just are biased.
Bro, I tried Photopedia and like it's great for like free stuff, but like my efficiency is like increased by like 30-40% by just using Photoshop. And like time is money.
Time is actually not money,
Time
despite
is
what
money.
capitalism wants you to believe.
Time is money.
I've never
No,
had time before, or if I have, my parents put it into something that I didn't know.
Time is a type of currency.
Oh,
This conversation has ended. Feel free to come.
I thought you were talking to us, just like, yeah, no, we're done.
So-
no arguments. I will say,
Well,
when
so
I
they
was
just
when the power,
they transferred me and then just ended it.
bruh,
So they get you.
Oh my fucking god.
when the power went out earlier, I was honestly worried my ice cream would be like melted. It's like
Just
my
got the
biggest
ice cream.
concern.
Yeah, I was worried
Not the
about.
ice cream.
I was worried about my computer.
Oh
It's
yeah,
fine.
it seems to work though.
It's fine. It just every.
Have you fixed the other issue?
Which one?
The fact that
That it was
had
plugged
the
in the
issue
wrong
to
spot.
begin-
No, I have
Yeah.
not. Because
Bro.
that means I have to unplug
Wait.
it.
Bro,
Wait, what?
we had we had a literal power outage today, and
I
you-
know.
you have this problem. You should have done that before even the power came
and I
back
forgot.
on.
I forgot.
It's working now.
Bro,
Oh, good.
Okay,
So that's fine.
I'll take it. Oh, have you guys seen the animation I've already like started to work? Like the how it's working right now.
I've seen. I
Is
saw
the
the
wall-
outline. That was the last thing I saw.
Let me open up these.
Yeah.
This is what I have so
Oh, I
far.
made it worse.
There's only one thing that I'm not liking now, and I'm like deciding if I'll go back and change it because it's kind of a pain in the ass. By the way, I cannot see the individual frames and their onion layers while I'm in Photoshop because that's not how Photoshop works. It's not layers. It's not like anim. I mean, technically I could, but I have so many layers it'd probably crash Photoshop. This is what I have so far. This is
that
from
doesn't
1 to
look like
6.
Photoshop. Neat.
I want praise, man. I worked so hard.
Well, I'm watching the knees.
I mean,
Man's
they
got
don't
a
look to
knee
be
fetish.
snapping anymore.
Yeah, they look fine.
Good job.
Is there anything else?
No,
There's one thing that's bothering me.
We're supposed to be looking at other things.
when I looked at it over it initially, it was just the knees that were messing with me. Everything else was fine. One thing I am noticing, which I don't know if is intentional or not, but the textures don't move with the body.
That's the entire point.
Okay, I didn't know if that was intentional or not.
Yeah. Because like I remember how like I was talking about like plaid where they done animate plaid, they just put like a blank thing over it. Yeah, that's the entire purpose of why I'm animating like this.
Gotcha.
I thought it gives you a cool effect.
It does. It's very nice. It's like the end portal.
I like how we've been so worried about projectiles. We haven't even considered melee characters yet.
I've been thinking about it, but I
I
haven't
was
had
like
to make one.
I was weirded out that you guys started with projectiles instead of melee characters because I was like melee characters should be easier.
And that's why we
Oh,
didn't
you
start with them.
think.
Well, no, I know how to do melee characters because I've done quite a few of them on my own. There are some issues, but theoretically it should be fine.
Okay, but okay.
It's just a
Question.
matter of doing it. Yes.
Melee characters that still have server-side hit detection. Are you sure about that?
The hit detection will have to be client side. There's
Which
no.
means that now we're using mediums.
Yeah, but there's no way around that aside from making projectiles client side, which is significantly harder.
I don't know why you guys like would it have been easier to like have it so
No.
it hosts on your computer?
We do.
That it does.
It
Oh, I
hosts.
thought it like
It's like with
I
Risk
thought
of
it
Rain.
hosts on a server.
It hosts.
No.
It's same with Risk of Rain, where one person starts
No, for
hosting,
the-
and everyone else connects as clients.
For the
Oh, I
host,
thought
it's
it was
completely
using
fine.
Unity servers.
No.
We are.
Yes, that's how one client is able to connect to another client across the internet.
It's a
using Unity
middleman.
servers. Yeah, but the actual host, or the actual server, is running on the host's computer.
Oh, so you are doing both. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much the exact same way Risk of Rain does it, just newer.
Well,
Well, because Risk of Rain uses Malapi. Or Halapi.
well, yeah.
one of
So
them.
basically, we were taking like the principles that Risk of Rain taught us, and then like
Ooh, watch.
trying to recreate it in our own like mental image.
Yeah.
Which is mostly just Alec and I working for 3
Whiteboard.
hours. with a whiteboard. We need to get like an actual just whiteboard.
I
that
have
we
a
just have
whiteboard.
downstairs. We should just go downstairs and just draw on the fucking table.
You know that one meme with the guy like holding his hand on the back wall and like trying to explain something?
With the Powerpuff Girls theme song is playing in the background.
I could just imagine
Yes.
like one of our roommates just walks in and it's just that pose, but both of us are on the whiteboard.
And just music
Just
playing in the
either-
background. Boom, 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 boom,
That'd be so good.
Just on either side of the whiteboard, like you get it right, and then
Get it
just like, what the hell did I just walk into?
That'd be so good.
Well, now you can watch me how I suffer for 30 minutes.
Solution. Down.
Whoa. Yeah, the way we
I
suffer.
thought you were gonna
is
say end it all, and I'm like, okay.
different. That is how my
Whoa,
next.
whoa,
That is how
whoa.
my next video for Overwatch is gonna start out with. The very first clip is Jaden like, all right, so before I end it all. It's gonna be great. Can't wait.
That type of stuff allowed on YouTube?
I have no idea. We will find out.
Your
I've
channel's gonna
seen.
get
There's
demonetized,
probably
Alec, don't worry.
there's like soft core porn on there, so I'm sure we're fine.
Yeah,
I'm curious as to why you know that.
I've seen
Like-
it. It's not good, but I've seen it.
Why do you know that?
Well, because it's just like, hey, you want some free Robux? And then it just shows boobs. It's like,
Those
no.
are ads. Those are completely different.
Yeah, but they're still there. They're on the platform. They're theoretically curated by YouTube, you'd think.
No, that's just Google's ad services.
I know. Isn't Google,
Wanna
isn't
break from the
YouTube
ads?
host? Isn't Google hosted? Whoa.
Shut the fuck up.
Thing is, I already have a break from the ads.
Bro, you did not just fucking...
Look at that tick
Whoa.
damage.
Ow, it's almost like it's poison.
Yeah. That's why, unfortunately, poison in this scenario is much better because it's percent based.
Poison in all scenarios is... Actually, that's not
Wrong.
true. Poison in most scenarios is better.
Wrong.
You're actually scientifically wrong about that, and I will
Wrong.
link you the video on
Like,
poison versus
wrong.
Blight.
this is the argument with like collapse and poison.
Oh. Ow.
Okay, no, for collapse, it's completely different.
But it's not.
It is.
If you do the math, bleed does more damage.
At
On a
higher
single
attack
target.
speeds and-
Yeah.
Higher attack speeds and single targets, whereas collapse is slightly better at those. For that
Same
one,
thing with
it's
blight
mostly
and poison.
No, it's blight and poison is completely different.
Blight is better for an aggressive playstyle. Poison is better for a passive playstyle.
But if you actually look at the numbers, poison's just better.
Well, because it's
overall.
health based. There's no way for
Yeah.
Blight to do more. But at the same time, Blight has better synergy with more items because you can stack it
Mm-hmm.
and it kills things. Poison can't kill things.
No, but poison leaves them on 1 health, and then you have an ability that literally
You
hits
have
every
sturdy.
target,
Exactly.
and that impact does damage, and therefore kills every enemy in that cluster.
Do not like it, Sam. I am.
What?
Who the fuck is Sam?
Why is he ham?
Do not like greens and
Ham?
ham.
He said Sam I ham.
Sam, I am.
Oh, Sam I am.
I do not
okay,
like
I was like,
green eggs
why
and
did you
ham.
say ham? Like, what's up with ham, man?
What the hell did Ham do to you?
Sam, I ham.
New character concept?
Ham. I almost bought ham the other day.
Ooh, I was
Why didn't
thinking.
you?
Well, I mean, this is unrelated, but like you said, new character
It's locked out of
concept,
my
and I
car.
was like, what about like an engineer?
What?
So, like,
Wait.
What is he saying?
Let him go. Oh, he's
So
good.
what am I missing now?
You missed it. It's too late.
He was like looking around and then it started spinning really quickly and then stopped. Anyway, new character concept, engineer.
Engineer in like so.
Does he build things? Perhaps turrets or
He.
places on the ground?
Are you assuming genders?
Well, okay, but
So-
already we
okay.
have 2 characters that are both female. Where's the
We're not-
male
no, no,
representation?
Well, no.
Characters?
Okay, I saw the maid, like the maid skin, and I was like, yo, I want to do this.
Wait, we have 2 characters? Who's the second?
Okay, there's Jaden's character and
Uh,
there's my character. I just haven't gotten an image of my character because I have no idea how
And
to
then
do
I
that.
was gonna have the third
It's
character
fine.
where it's they're hiring their goal is to be because the way I mean how I imagine the like dimension stuff to work or like is where all lost things go or all forgotten things go.
Mhm.
Lost, forgotten, same thing.
Yeah.
I feel like those are two different words, but
Those,
no.
those
When I get
it's
lost
like
in the
a
road.
rectangle is a square and a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square.
Exactly. If you're
Wait,
forgotten, then you're
a square is
lost.
not a rectangle,
But if you're
yeah.
lost, you're not
I was
necessarily
gonna say,
forgotten.
wait a second.
If you not all lost things are forgotten, but all forgotten things are lost.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
That's
it's
not- I mean,
it
that's
was
debatable.
what is it, like a outlaw,
Like a mercenary.
yeah, just an outlaw, and like there's like I was working on abilities and whatnot.
Nice.
You know,
So,
it's like the
Oh,
one thing
God.
that might like
Question.
inspired it was like the deputy modded character with Escarain.
No.
No,
I never played that.
Oh, well, the attack animations
don't
they
really-
have is so fucking cool.
we
They
don't
like
really
flip
go
around
into
and
mods
shit.
that often.
Ooh.
So hold
Well,
on.
that's
so
up to
for
you then to
example-
make animations like that.
But yeah, but I
So-
was like, that's cool as fuck, man.
That's pretty
So,
cool.
so for example, right, they would have like a gun, probably like a 6 shooter in this case, if you want it to be like an outlaw, right?
Yeah, and they were
what
gonna have
color
like
is their
cards and
cloak?
whatnot.
Cards. Wait a second.
Hey, wait a minute.
I
don't like where this is going.
With, like, a
me
top-
creative freedom.
Top
you know,
hat.
you
Yeah,
know,
it's true. See, at this point, we literally can't stop Jaden from adding house. We can't do it.
Oh, no, he can draw it. We're not implementing that ability system.
We can. We can.
I'm gonna protest.
It's gonna strike us.
I will go convince Rox to go draw characters for us. I will go get a new artist.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say. Well, isn't Rox a programmer now?
Yeah, but they were a graphic designer.
That's true.
Were
Oh, all the bandoliers.
why do you think they're not
You
anymore?
want to learn why they dropped out? You want to know why they dropped out? Because all the classes had attendance.
Really?
What a reason to do.
I don't know. That's what they told me earlier when we were talking. Because the power is up. Oh,
That's pretty funny.
okay, Jade. Power goes out, right? We have 3 computer programmers who are all actively playing video games. 2 of whom, well, actually, I don't think Alec was streaming at the time, but one of
No,
whom
he's not.
was actively live streaming and prepping for a Destiny event tomorrow. And power goes out. What do you think happens?
You all go to bed.
No.
Well, I did try to take a nap.
That's not a bad idea. No, I mean, like, so naturally we all kind of like, there's like the period of meeting where we're all like, okay, power's out. Did we flip breakers or something? We go check that. There's nothing wrong. I walk down to the nearest stoplight to see that it's off. Alright, power's out for the area. Not a good sign.
No.
So what do you think happens then?
Power goes back on.
That's a great idea, except for the fact that that
If
was
only.
about 3 hours after the power went out.
I mean, was
And
I
it was-
wrong though?
Technically, no.
You're
but-
technically right, but there's some events in there that you're missing. What do the people do in the meantime? What is your
You'll
guess?
never guess what I did.
Did you hop on your DS?
Oh yeah, my DS.
That's actually a good idea. I wish I had one.
Me too.
No. No, so
What?
Rox and I start like just talking. Also, I brought like my battery back up and was letting Rox use it to charge their phone since they left it at 4%.
Ooh.
Yeah. But no. So Rox and I are talking. Alec was cleaning.
That's right.
I mean,
'cause
why not?
I had dust on my floor and it was bothering me.
Why not? What's wrong with that? Oh,
I,
that did it
you
all
know,
in the
we would
middle.
change environments for a day and you would probably die.
Well, the thing is, like, I have a lot of things I wanted to do. I had laundry. I wanted to take a shower. I wanted to like do some programming. I wanted to stream eventually today, which I am. But I had things I wanted to do, and then suddenly I couldn't do any of them. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll clean. And then I went for a
No,
walk,
and
and
then-
then it started to rain.
Oh yeah. Alec just like walks away.
Yeah, I just walked
and
away.
it's just like, huh, alright. And then that's how. And then Rox went to a Rocket League player's house to go have internet and power.
Really? Damn.
God.
He's that desperate.
I mean,
When you
they
need to.
like there's literally a Destiny. Like they're like top 100 in Destiny raids. Like the last event, they were like 29th, I think.
Oof.
Yeah, no, and it's tomorrow, so it's not. It was not a joke. Like, if the power was still out coming towards midnight, I would offer to help them carry their stuff, like into their car, so they could pack up and go. But yeah, so I was just sitting at the fucking table downstairs because there's more light down there. And I could monitor the state of power, and I was just sitting there for like a solid hour and a half until power came back on.
Damn it! This is all
I
about
wanted
your
to,
stuff.
but I went online and it was like, okay, put in your name, your zip code, and everything, and then it just said sorry. It's like, okay, well I guess I'm not. 'Cause
Not what?
I couldn't check the status of the power.
Just check your area. You don't need to like.
I tried.
Wait, you don't know your zip code?
I know my zip code. I put it in my zip code and it said, sorry, can't help you. It's like, alright, well, I guess I'm
Did
not.
you try other websites?
Okay,
There's
Alec,
the power website.
you need to actually have the account.
I know, which is why I couldn't do anything about it. So I just...
Why didn't you just fucking ask me? I was actively monitoring.
Well, because I figured once the power went back on, I would know, so...
Bro, the expected... Okay. That's why I told you the expected on time
yeah.
was 11:30, which
I
you would have
appreciate
also
that.
known if you checked your OSU email, because they had an announcement about it.
I did not
The
get
only
any
difference is-
emails, so...
Wow, did you know that they switched to Outlook and you have to use
Oh,
Outlook instead of
Jesus.
Gmail? Did you forget about that?
I knew
little
it, but
fact?
I didn't know that Outlook was different than Gmail.
It is different.
Great.
You remember how I just helped Jane set up automatic... Yeah, that's different.
I don't even have a...
Why can't schools just stick to one thing?
Seriously.
Oh, well,
We
see, in
use
that
Gmail
case-
and the Google Suite since like first grade. Why in the world would you want to switch now? There's no reason
Okay.
to.
Okay, well, the answer, as usual, is money.
Stupid.
Also, OSU has already used the Microsoft stuff for a while.
I know.
I mean, to be fair,
But they've
Microsoft
also
stuff is
used
also pretty
Gmail.
good, but like we've already like
Oh,
you
hey,
can't just switch
650.
something half.
Okay, but like also like, don't get me wrong, I get why Word and PowerPoint, but using PowerPoint actively drained years off my life, and I've used it twice.
I've never used PowerPoint. I would rather just use slides.
Slides is way better.
No, it is so much better. But I was working on a physics presentation that we had to do, and my two groupmates wanted to use, or like you were using presentation. It's just like, bro, you are the like worst people.
Yo,
I've
have you
You
seen the
are
guy
scum.
who like makes art and like I think I don't know if it's slides or it's like one of the it's a Microsoft application, and like because digital art was like first coming on at the time, and like he was like the first one to like ever do it because like there was not any access to like digital art tools or anything, so he just used like Microsoft's like base. I can't remember what the programs.
OneNote or whatever. It's like the I don't know. I was looking into stuff like that for taking notes. I think there's a thing that's like
I think it's like it's you know the not doc is it docs not docs it's sheets Google Sheets. It's kind of like that but like Microsoft. I can't remember the name of it.
Excel.
Excel, yes.
Yeah.
And he was making like paintings and shit in Excel, and it's like it's really impressive. And he still does it. I will see if we can find a video later and show you. They did a like kind of like a mini documentary on the guy, and it's pretty cool.
I mean, technically, isn't Sheets and Excel just like it's just a grid, so you could just use pixel art.
yeah. You can also
No,
change
like
the
I'm talking
size
about
of
like
your
full on
size.
art.
I mean, what would you even do besides just setting the color of the text box to color?
That's why I'm thinking I don't
Styles
think
of-
it's Excel because the way he did it was really.
No,
Rock.
I mean, I think there's like an actual like Okay, so the reason I know about this is because my first year math teacher in college, for differential calc, he was like drawing on a tablet and was like taking notes and all math stuff like using his tablet. And I was trying to figure out what the hell app he was using when I was taking notes on my computer, but I couldn't find it.
It is
I
Excel.
think it's the same one.
Oh.
Give me a second.
Oh dang.
Yeah, Excel.
I think I have this video in my recommended, or not recommended, my watch later, because I think I remember seeing this.
I always find it so funny when it's like two people with similar interests and they just start talking about a YouTube video they watched. You're like, wait a minute.
We have definitely done that.
I was gonna say, because I remember at one of the chess club tables, I was talking about a video about bus safety I watched,
That's right.
and then the vice president was like, "Wait, no, I know that video. I just watched it today."
Yes. Okay, I think I've gotten everything I can, which isn't great. That's a lot of grandparent. There's a lot of balls.
Yeah.
That entire
Insane.
video is just a big advertisement, like, please buy my paintings, I'm starving and
Hey, I mean, it's a unique way to do it. I respect it.
But it's not advertisement.
But I was making a joke, because at the end he was like, if anyone would like to buy one, I'd appreciate it.
I mean,
It's
true.
all,
Oh.
it's all capitalism. You just wouldn't understand. You haven't grown
You're
enough.
not a capitalist.
I see. Might be.
You're just neutral.
It's so
You must pick a
bright.
side.
It's funny how the grandparents are brighter than the sun.
What? Oh, I thought you were talking about the guy, and I was like, huh?
Have you looked at the sun lately, Alec?
No, have you looked at this? You look at the grandparent and it's like blinding, and you look at the sun, and you're like, oh, there it is.
I'm gonna be real though. I woke up to the sound of
It's
rain.
also because it's that couple
Seriously.
thousand like miles away, million. Sorry.
Well, that's it's like 100 miles
Just
away.
a couple thousand. Yeah, just a couple hundred. No, I mean like it started raining and then my eyes shot open.
Something's wrong.
I just imagine like it's the fucking cartoon effect, like boing, 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 with his eyes go out.
Well, because I since I basically sleep above the garage or like next to the garage, and my window is cracked open because of the fucking air conditioner attachment that's to it. It doesn't block much sound. And the garage roof is made out of metal,
Mhm.
so it's pretty loud. But just the sound, and it was just like water.
I'm so happy. So happy that it rained. It's gonna be 81 tomorrow, which is kind of sad because it was cold on Tuesday when I worked, and then Wednesday, Thursday it was also cold, and then Friday it's gonna be 81. It's like, okay, well,
Oh.
'cause I'm not gonna get that tomorrow.
I am glad though that it was cool today,
Me too. I'm okay with
given the fact that the power went out.
it. Yeah. If it would have been hot, oh my god, I would have just gone to Winco. I would have just gone there, quote unquote, shopped for a bit.
Just
Bye.
be like, hey, you guys mind if I just stop here for a bit?
Honestly, I don't know if I'd have like I've been there for actually tomorrow I'll be there for 5 months now. I don't have like exceptional relationships like or anything with all the people, but like they know me. So I would be curious like if it was 80, 90 degrees and I went there and I was like, "Hey, we got no power, we got no AC. Could I just chill in the back for a little bit?" I feel like they'd say yes.
Most people are really chill about it, especially
Okay,
like
but
if they're
also
like willing to like
counter-argument.
yeah.
Alec has air conditioning in his car,
I do.
so why not just go sit outside
But also
in your
that's
car?
costs money because it's fuel. So I would rather just go inside. I mean, if I go inside into the what is it?
Rather use their resources than yours.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's always on. If I go to the milk cooler, then like it's always on.
Just get like stand in the fridge.
Hey, it's really cold in there. It's nice. I work in there daily.
Oh.
How do you say it like that?
Oh, daily say.
I don't know. How am I supposed to react?
Mm.
Ooh, let's go.
What'd you get?
Red whip. I need that to reach.
Do you have Benthic still, or did you die on that one?
I died on that one.
I would say it was very the other day for the Rocket League varsity tryouts. So since varsity tryouts were happening at 7, right, and slated the last 2 hours, I basically got sucked into doing stuff right beforehand, and I was like, I did not eat any food. So I ordered a cheeseburger from Five Guys.
Nice.
And I just started, and I'm eating it because I'm just supervising the varsity ones. I don't actually have to do anything. And at some point, I'm messaging one of the other people in the tryouts, and I just messaged Cheeseburger, and he's
What?
like, "Fuck, I really want Five Guys now." He ended up ordering Five Guys, but I didn't even tell him that I had Five Guys. He just immediately knew.
Oh, there goes my bottle. I guess I have 2 more
Why
bottles.
is it so black?
Excuse me.
Whatever.
I don't think you can
Why
ask
is it
people
so
that
black?
thing.
What?
Isn't that just the texture?
Well, yeah, but like usually I thought it was red here before. I mean, look how bright it is on this side compared to this side. And I've never had it like this for all the other 6 frames. Oh well. The cool thing about doing this though is that I can replace any of the textures that I want. If I'm like, I don't really care for that. I mean, it takes a little bit of time since there's multiple frames.
Skins.
But like, what?
We can make skins.
Yeah,
Battle
actually,
Pass.
Yeah, really easily we can have alternate skins.
Heck yeah.
I might want some more unique designs than just recolors.
Well, no, but
At
like
least if
on
it's, like,
top of
the
it, yeah.
difficulty of Monsoon.
True. What do we even
Do you
call
know
our
how long it
difficulties?
takes me to do this?
We should do multiple difficulty levels, honestly.
We
for
definitely
the
should.
game. Okay, Jaden, I get that. We're not expecting this to be done anytime soon.
No, this is like literally the first version that we say we're about to have done is such a bare minimum of the game for it to work. It's still gonna take another like I don't even know how long, a year ish.
This isn't even a. It's barely playable.
Yeah, there's still millions, not millions, 10 bugs.
Like, okay. Okay, there is a lot of bugs. Okay, but keep in mind, all of those bugs are like, we haven't done much. Literally, the playable version that we have, well, that we're working on, is a game where you load in, the map is randomized, which, because of how we did it, could be at any size possible. Technically, it is theoretically possible
no hard
that
limit.
it never actually spawns the boss room, which is a problem. And because it doesn't like predict how far out it will need to go to spawn said room. See, this is where it's like wave function collapse would be really useful, but it is too late for that. I've given up.
I don't know if it is too late for that. I'll be honest.
It
I
is
was
too
about to
late.
say, I don't think it's too
have to
late for
redo
it.
all of the. I could just redo all the generation, but last time I did it.
Terrain generation number 3.
Oh, generation number 2 didn't even change that much. But I mean, it technically did change a bit. Sorry, we're gonna have to. But like realistically, all you do is you load in. Generation is randomized. Enemies are loaded into the map that don't do anything. They are just hitboxes.
They exist.
And then you go to the boss, which we haven't made yet. That we're also gonna make just a bigger
It's
hitbox.
just that big square.
And then when you
The
kill
box,
that,
how I'm gonna
then
have
you
it
shoot
is,
and then you die.
it's probably gonna be multiple different sprites that are just kind of connected together.
Like a sprite sheet.
Depending on the well, like it has different like if it has hands, like they'll be like separated and like so they can move around. But you guys might need to do it like to keep the art style consistent. You might need to have it so there's like a layer behind it. I don't know how you guys would do that, but I mean, if it comes down to it, then I could just do it like make all the animations manually, which would suck, but whatever.
We'll look into it. The main goal that we have right now isn't that we need to worry. Like, when we say a box, we mean we're literally just putting a square PNG as the boss for now. It's not for like a character design or anything. It's just that this is
Box
like
man.
it's really just a placeholder.
I can't survive. Jesus, I cannot survive this. I just die here.
Did I ever tell you about my imaginary friend?
I can't. Oh my god. I got soft locked. Oh my god. That's so annoying.
Unfortunate.
His name was Jeff the Boxhead.
Can't.
I was very lonely.
I mean, same. I didn't have any weak ass